Hello everyone and welcome to a fantastic game. I'm the Super Dane and this here is a game by Sony Computer Entertainment Europe, Crash Bandicoot 2. The sequel to Crash Bandicoot 1, one of the most greatest platformers ever made, and this is no exception. This game is absolutely fantastic through and through, and it's probably my favorite in the series actually. This is just really... If you didn't have this when you had the PS1, you missed out, because this game is one of those games that you'll always love. You always will love. You'll always be able to play back at any time. Anyway, let me just do my quick sync test. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay then, let's begin. So let's start a new game.
Crystals, of course.
But Dr. Cortex, to reach full power, we need not only your master crystal, but also the remaining 25 slave crystals from the surface. How do you expect to retrieve them when we don't have any Earthbound operatives left?
You fool! Do you think I'm unaware of the situation? If we don't have any friends left on the surface, then we need to find an enemy.
Crash? Crash? Crash! My battery is fried. Make yourself useful, big brother, and bring an extra battery for me.
And there we go, we now begin. So yeah, it's a very short intro sequence, and... God damn it, my analog controls... No, I don't want to reset the game. I want smoothing. No, I want to keep that off. Where's the controller settings? Analog mode, there we go. Now, as you can probably guess, yeah, this is Crash Bandicoot 2. All the main moves from the first game are still here. So you have the spin, you have the jump attack, and actually I think that was all the moves in the original Crash Bandicoot. If you press the triangle button, you can bring up this little HUD thing that'll tell you how many boxes are in the level, how many fruits you have, and your extra lives, which is always good to know. Start button pauses, and as you can see right by here, we're actually in level 2. Zero even. Level 0. What do you mean level 0? Well, this entire section by here is a stage that we can't... If we chose to skip the first cutscene, we can't play this level. But anyway, new moves to Crash's arsenal is if you hold down the R1 button or the circle button, you can crouch and crawl across the floor. And if you do it while running, you'll do a slide. If you jump while sliding, you get a long jump. And if you crouch and then hold the jump button normally, you'll do a high jump. So yeah, this entire section, completely optional, but I think it's good to show it off. And I must say, this game has aged extremely, extremely well. Apart from like the occasional clipping you'll see on the sides, you know, where you can see the edges of certain like objects in the environment. The graphics in this game really look good. They're comparable to a lot of games even released today. It's insane how Naughty Dog managed to do this. But it all helps because of the cartoony graphic style that... And to be fair, back in the day, this was really impressive to look at. I mean, this game is just amazing through and through. Anyway, we go halfway through the level, we end up in a warp room. Now what's a warp room? This is basically your central hub where you choose your levels, so, cutscene.
Well, well, well. If it isn't Crash Bandicoot, welcome. I apologize for the crude means used to bring you here, but I rather expect a written invitation would have been turned down. I need your help. Surrounding you are a series of 5 doors. Through each door lies a well-hidden crystal. The crystals look like this. Bring me the crystals, Crash. That is all I will say for now. We will speak.
You will speak what? You'll speak what? What? Damn it! So yeah, this is Crash Bandicoot. This here is a warp room. This is where you basically go every time you finish a level, and you choose your main levels that you can enter. Is about 5 levels per warp room, so This game isn't the longest, there's a good few levels in the game. I mean, there's a couple of secrets as well. And this by here is a load save little picture thingy. If you run up to it, you can save and load your game. So, I know I'm on a PS3, what do you mean load memory card? There we go, so just quickly save this game right by here. That was my previous recording session. It didn't go to plan, that's all I can say. So, updating memory card. I'm using a hard drive, god damn it. There we go. So anyway, like Cortex said, but there you need to collect crystals in this game. But also like the first game, you also have to collect gems, which is the first thing I'm really going to be prioritizing, because the gems are the harder thing to get, and they're what you need to get 100% through the game. You need the crystals just to progress, but the crystals are always pretty much in your path. The gems, they're quite unique. For example, there's usually two kinds of gems. There's the colored gem and the clear gem. The clear gem means you need to destroy all the crates in a level to successfully get it. While the colored gem, you need to do a special task usually. For example, in this stage, you need to complete the entire level without killing a single box. Because yes, you can kill boxes now. So basically what I recommend for this one is just don't use the spin attack. Every time you come across an enemy, jump on them. If you miss the jump, don't worry about hitting them. Just keep moving, because you need to get through this game. You see. Now, like I said, though, oops, I didn't mean to actually spin him then. Because if you use the spin attack, you can actually ricochet the enemies into the boxes, which is no good. And by here, you see this box by here. This is a box you need to jump on multiple times to actually destroy. So what you're meant to do is actually bounce off it like that to get by. So yeah, very simple, very simplistic thing right here. This by here is a little room where these enemies will pop up and you kill all the enemies. A little bit of fungus will grow. So just jump on the fungus and make your way up. So this game really is simplistic in the fact it's pure hallway platforming. This is probably one of the more linear platformers you'll ever see, but it's also one of the more refined, which is why it's such a good game. Now here's the first crystal. Be sure to pick this up. You need all of these, remember, to actually get by. And I can't quite skip these sections that well today. I'm having a bad day. But one thing I should say is that the animation quality in these games is one thing I really do want to talk about, because the animation quality is, oh yes, so fantastic. Anyway, you grab this gem. Now, over there is the end of the level. Most people would go to the end of the level, not me. I'm going to make things quicker for myself. I'm killing myself. Why? Because you keep your progress throughout the level mainly in terms of collectibles, but you will end up being sent back to the start of the level. So it's a nice speed running tactic, so you can actually speed along. And lives, this is a very difficult game, but unlike the first game, well actually, not even in the first game, lives are a bit of an issue. I just had a very bad LP when I did it last time. But in this game, basically, lives are a non-issue. You get tons of the things. And you get lives for every 100 Wumpa fruit you pick up, which is a fruit that comes out of the baskets and... boxes. And, you just need to collect all the boxes and continue. So yeah, simple. Oh, another move I haven't told you guys. You can push the crouch button while in the air to actually perform a ground smash. So, for example, you see this face by here? It's a beautiful looking face. Blast through it, which will lead us to this year bonus-ish area, which is actually quite easy to miss. And I would recommend using your D-pad for this one. This game supports both D-pad and analog control, but for sections you may want to switch up just in case. For example, this is very 2D oriented, so if you use an analog stick, chances are you're going to move and run off the sides, because you can do that. And I've done it more than enough times. Anyway, in a second we're going to actually have to defy a bit of physics here. Now, I'm going to be a bit quiet for this because this is a pretty tricky jump. But you see those nitro crates down there? One touch of them, you'll get hurt. If you get hurt without a mask, which is this thing following me, he's at hit points. I'll explain a bit more about him later on. Anyway, basically you need to really be quickly to actually time your jumps with this. And you see these ostriches? Be ultra quick, because otherwise you're going to miss your chance to actually get by. There we go, that's all them. Now we can just pop them down and grab the crates that we missed. So yeah, like I said, this game as a whole is actually simplistic, but it's one of Naughty Dog's best. I mean, actually I a lot of people probably disagree with me when I talk about The Last of Us, which is Naughty Dog's latest work at the time of this recording, and I'm not a big fan of it. I know, kill the, what's the word, non-believer. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of that. There's too much story over gameplay, I find. And the only time I really found that acceptable is in Metal Gear, because you still get a lot of gameplay for its worth. It's just covered by a lot of story. Anyway, this right here is a proper bonus room. Now in these rooms you got a lot of crates you need to pick up, you got a lot of fruit, and they're all around very nice little easy challenges to get by and basically push all your inventory slots upwards. Now to talk about the mask following us, like you probably noticed, that is Aku Aku. He's basically, well, until the third game, he hasn't even got a personality, but he's basically your protection mask. What he'll do is basically take a hit point for you, and you can have up to 3 of him. First mask is basically 1 hit that you can take before you're pretty much vulnerable. If you have a golden or 2 mask, you'll be able to take a 2nd hit. And if you have the 3rd mask, which I can't show off yet, you will basically be invulnerable for a set amount of time. So he also serves as an extremely good power-up. Anyway, if you'll bounce off enemies as well, you can hold down the X button to bounce higher, which is very wise to know. But yeah, fun game. Like I said, this is probably some of Naughty Dog's best work. Don't know how fun it'll be to watch, but I hope it's good. Anyway, you get us. Ooh, extra life. See what I mean? I got 12 extra lives now, and I'm not even out to the first level. That's how much they throw these things at you in this game. But like I said, this game's challenging. It's nowhere near as difficult as the first Crash Bandicoot, because the first Crash Bandicoot was ridiculous. But it's still a pretty tough game. What can I say? Fun though. Anyway, with that, we have now finally, after quite a while, beat the first level of the game. So let's get going, son. Yeah, dick joke. Also, I love this little suck-it animation he does. He does this after every level. You can skip it by pressing the triangle button, but who wants to be honest?
Well done, Crash. I knew I could rely on you. Now listen carefully. These holograms are hard to maintain. During the course of my intellectual pursuits, I have stumbled across a force that threatens to destroy the world. Crystals are the only means of containing it. The fate of the world is at stake. It is imperative, therefore, that you bring them to me.
Oh, it's good to know that Coco found a new battery, and it's a very good thing Crash doesn't think, because otherwise Cortex's plan would be kind of dead right now. I mean, Cortex's plan relies purely on Crash Bandicoot being dumb, but fortunately that's what he is. So anyway, this saved the game by here, and I'm gonna call it a part. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you enjoyed, I appreciate a like or comment to the video. And I'll catch you all next time when we take on the West. We take on the West of World 1. We'll take on the rest of the first warp room of the game. So, like I said, thanks for watching. I'll see you all next time. Bye!